Good morning, everybody. It's us, Tim, Ben, and Brooke. This is video footage that's gone viral. It's a whale watching expedition in Mexico, and they got to see a whale up close. The whale head butted their boat.
Oh my god!
And sent them flying into the air. And a couple people were injured when they got knocked out of the boat. Nothing serious, but man, it was a humpback whale. Came right up beneath them. I quote a joke a long time ago from David Letterman, who said, "Man, good thing it wasn't a sperm whale." Hey-oh.
Oh.
Hey-oh. Okay. Okay. Chris, a he or a she? He. All right. Okay.
What a great bar story, though, huh?
Yeah.
I was in a boat.
Yeah.
Wham.
You're not. It's like, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's almost like people would be like, "Yeah, right. I'm sure." Then you go, "No, look, here's video." Thank God somebody was filming it, right?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Mother's Day is coming up. You got to save the date to spend Mother's Day at Chase Field with the D-backs. The first 5,000 moms in attendance on May 6th will receive a clear crossbody bag, what every mom wants. Visit dbacks.com to see it and get more information. If you're a dad and you had a baby this last year, so you'll be celebrating, like Brooke and Brian, their very first Mother's Day. Don't do what I did.
What?
First time the con was a mom. I was like, well, it's not. You're not my mother. That was bad. But she said, don't get anything for me. And what I heard was, don't do anything. And that turned out to be like, it was bad. It was just bad.
Yeah.
How this woman had 3 or 4 more kids with you? I don't get it.
Brooke, we're starting with you and Sarah from Mesa.
Sarah, hey. Hello?
You there, Sarah? Whoops, I'm sorry. I got the wrong line. There
Hello?
it is.
Sarah?
I'm here.
Yes.
Oh, hey.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. You have to name as many 3-letter animals. These are animals with just 3 letters, okay?
All right.
30 seconds, go.
All right, they bark.
Dog.
Meow.
Cat.
They moo.
Cow.
Oink, oink.
Pig.
This is the conservative news channel. The conservative news channel. What does the blank say? Yeah. This is they hoo. They're a bird.
Owl.
Yep. This is Planet of the
Oh boy, yeah.
I don't know.
Apes.
Pretty good. Ape.
How many?
That's 6. That's 6. That's good. All right,
All
good
right.
job.
Strong.
Sarah. Ben, you're playing with Chris from Phoenix.
Hey, Chris from Phoenix. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
All
Good.
right.
Let's do it.
They had 3-letter animals. You have 4-letter animals. 30 seconds on the clock.
right.
Here you go.
Grizzly is a type of?
Bear.
Yes. These fly in the air.
Bird.
Yep. Okay. King of the jungle.
Lion.
Yes. They howl at the moon. Not a coyote, but a
Wolf.
Yep. Okay. They the greatest of all time is called a Tom Brady is the blank.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Daffy and Donald are what? Yes. Okay. Kermit the
Frog.
Yes.
Did Ben get it? Ben got it. Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa, Ben. Good job.
Chris, we did it. Good job.
All right.
You go to the Diamondbacks.
Yes, indeed. Call your mom. Tell her you love her. And hang on, because we've got a funny story. Brooke witnessed something at a PetSmart the other day.
It was like out of a movie. Like, this is really happening.
What do you do when you realize the snake wasn't such a good idea as a family pet? We'll talk about that in just a minute.
It was the 14th of October.
Wowie, wee, wow. Oh, goodness.
Ay, 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 ay. Mm. It's a good game. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy. Oh, I gotta find this. Somebody sent me something pretty funny about. It was just like our pyramid of winning. Where is this?
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
God, there's so many sources for messages in our lives. Oh, that's just funny. All right. Come here. Wait. Oh. Okay. I have to share this.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like our pyramid. And then I have to get it back to start. Okay, watch
I
this.
used to walk baby giraffe
Okay.
around the swamp pond. Is it quite sad to see the...
Hold on. Where am I getting sound from?
They were everywhere. At least 50 different.
Why, Mike?
Hang on, I got to figure out.
Seven apes.
Okay. Now, how do I get the sound on this? Oh.
Dog.
Okay.
Name an animal with 3 letters in its name.
Dog.
Something's playing through on my thing. Hang on, I got to figure this out. I'll do this in a little bit.
Was that old Dick Dawson?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Steve Harvey or any host like that today, like kissed on the lips every like female contestant?
Yeah.
That's what he did. It was kind of creepy.
What else is open here? Aha. Found it. Okay. Brooke, I'm going to backsell this.
Okay.
Why don't you remind people that 9 times a day they have a chance to win $1,000 extra paycheck, including $9.25. Does that make sense to everybody?
I think so.
Yeah.
Wanted, dead or alive. Uh-oh. Ben, show them your, stand up a little and show them your shirt.
Oh.
Grateful Dead at the Garden.
No, I didn't go.
Is
Oh,
it the
you weren't
Boston Garden?
there.
Because it's green?
Yeah.
You weren't there.
Can you name 3 Grateful Dead songs?
Sure. Truckin', St. Stephen's, Eyes of the World. You want me to keep going?
Puppy Love.
Yeah. Fire in the Mountain.
Okay, here we go. Forever, ever. 1025 KNIX. We are Tim, Ben, and Brooke here on the radio and the iHeart Radio app. Thanks for letting us ride along.
Yeah, we're giving you 9 chances every day to win the $1,000 extra paycheck, and this starts at $9.25 and goes to $5.25.
Now, you could take that $1,000, run right down to PetSmart to buy yourself a snake.
Nope.
Pet snake for the family. Brooke saw something she'll tell you about in just a minute. Okay, Alexander, if you like that, then you will love this. Somebody sent me this on Instagram. So this is back in the days of Richard Dawson hosting The Pyramid. No, I'm sorry, The Family Feud. Category is an animal with 3 letters. I'm going to restart it here. Gosh dang it.
With 3 letters in its name.
Dog. Dog. Cat. Bat. Rat. Ape. Fly. Bee. Pig. Hog. Hen. Eel. Ant.
Frog.
Unbelievable.
Something found in a refrigerator.
Milk.
Milk. A brand of gasoline.
Shell. Mobile.
Regular.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Something that comes with a summer storm.
Rain.
Snow.
Sounds right. All right, we're not out of the woods yet. Let's see what your brother can do.
I got good news and bad news.
It's all bad news.
Give me the bad news first.
The bad news is your brother thinks it snows in the summer and is pretty dicey on 3-letter words.
Oh.
Bring him back. Here we go.
Name an animal with 3 letters in its name.
Dog, cat, just say something normal.
Alligator.
Oh, honey.
But wait, alligator does have 3 letters. He didn't say only 3 letters in their defense.
All right, Stickler. You're going to get yourself uninvited to parties.
Good. Don't invite me to parties. I need to be in bed by 8.
I
I don't want to go to the party.
The guy is just like, please, just say something. Something that's not ridiculous. Oh, my gosh.
3 letters Richard Dawson might give you. STD.
Yeah.
He kissed every female, Brooke. Do you ever see him back in his day?
No.
Like it'd be like if it was the Hoover family, it'd be like, and we've got Eleanor Hoover. And he expected every woman to kiss him on the lips. And he kissed every female contestant on the lips.
That's creepy.
It was creepy. It was even creepy then.
Yeah. I agree.
Back when it was acceptable.
Although
Nobody
I went to
complained.
school up north with a lot of people from New Jersey, a lot of Italian people.
Mhm.
And when I met my roommate's parents, her dad grabbed me and kissed me. And I'm like, but he did that. Then he went and did that with everybody. Like, that's how you greet. Like, you kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
I guess, but still.
It was weird, but that's how they do.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Bye-bye.
Look at him. Now, I'm showing this picture because his head does not look that big there.
Well, there are other pictures where it looks. I mean, I don't know. It's off the charts. His body is 50% in height, 75 in weight, and his head is off the chart. Gonna need a specialty helmet. And we call him Bobblehead Bob.
By the way, Ben, I don't know if you know this, but I was flying my drone over your backyard a couple days ago, and I caught you in your swimming pool. So I'm going to show everybody this.
Okay.
This is Ben in his backyard, just having an afternoon swim.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is after I took the sippy cup away from him.
I wish.
Oh, geez. He's not happy.
No.
You just put him on sippy cup with water.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
This child, anything you put in front of him, he loves. Peas, vegetable, as long as he can eat it or drink it, he's all in. I mean, he still gets upset when I take the food away.
Yeah.
I mean, he chugs his bottle and then you can't put it on the table beside you because he'll stare at it and start crying. You have to put it behind you so he doesn't see it.
I wonder if there is sort of he has a scarcity issue because he was born in the pandemic and, everything from computer chips to toilet paper to maybe he just thinks, this sippy cup of water could be my last water for a while.
Well, there's that. And then our pediatrician told us the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that you feed them no more than this amount of ounces. This is the top ounces per day.
Mm-hmm.
We're feeding him 3 over that. I'm like, you tell him that. He's starving. I don't know what to do.
You need to be very much more careful when you talk to Brian about how it's hard to find baby formula because he's hearing it and he's going, this could be it for me today. I may not. What if mom can't find it?
I mean, he just screams. If we give him less, he screams.
That's where you go.
That happened to me at a
You'll burn it
Dickies.
off later.
You screamed when the barbecue was gone?
No, when they tried to take a couple of bites left I had of a Barrel Boy sandwich at Dickies. I screamed bloody murder. My headphone jack is doing it now. .1025 KNIX. Looking forward to seeing him. I guess that's tomorrow night, Mesa Amphitheater. And it was a little touch and go. He canceled some shows over the weekend, but we heard as of yesterday, he's good for tomorrow night at Mesa Amphitheater. It's Cody Johnson. We are Tim, Ben, and Brooke, and this is 102.5 KNIX.
Y'all, yesterday, can I tell you what I saw?
Yeah.
At PetSmart. I was with Crash Davis getting him dog food, that big 60-pound bag. So I have that in one hand, trying to corral Crash Davis because he does get distracted by the birds. And if there's any rodents, he tries to,
Did you have Bo Baby with you?
I did not. That's impossible.
This is good because Crash needs a little you time.
He does. Yeah. But it's impossible to carry that bag, control Crash in PetSmart. I can't do it all. So I am behind this woman who has one of those lamps in her hand and a crate, it's like a cat-sized crate, I guess, and one of those lamps used for heating. I guess if you have a turtle, reptile, something.
Okay, like a pet lamp. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so I hear the person saying, "Oh, you're returning the lamp." And she goes, "Yeah, I'm returning the lamp and the snake." And I whoa. So I take a couple steps back because listen, I don't like snakes. And Crash, he's had a history with lizards and snakes. So we step back and they go, "Okay, well, when did you purchase the snake?" And she said the date. And he goes, "Oh, we have I don't know what it was, 3 or 4 or 5 week return policy. And then you cannot return the snake." And it had been 3 months. And she said, "Well, the snake's not eating. We're worried about his well-being. So we have to return him." Mm-hmm. And he said, "No, you cannot return him." She said, "Yes, we can, because also my daughter is scared of the snake and we're scared the snake is going to hurt my daughter." I'm like, "What? You didn't think about this beforehand?"
Sure.
So then they get into an argument. They ask for the manager. The manager comes over and she says, I have to give you back the snake." They said, "We cannot do that." She said, "Do you want me to open the crate here in PetSmart?" And they go, no. And I go, no, because I know what's going to happen. Crash is going to lunge after this thing.
Yeah.
And so the woman said, "I have to return this. And she said, I'm leaving it here. And they go back and forth and back and forth. And guess what she did? Left the lamp and she left the crate on the ground with the snake in it and ran out of PetSmart.
Wow.
And,
Wow.
and the manager tries to like call after her. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting here
What can you do at that point?
and there's one lane open. So I'm like, can we get this snake away?
Couple questions for
What?
you here. What kind of a snake was it? Was it a big snake? Was it a little? Was it a python or a?
I do not know. It was in, like I said, a cat size
Yeah.
crate. So maybe it was a baby python. So
What?
it couldn't have been that big.
Was it a gaboon viper, the most poisonous snake?
It could have been. All I know is this woman left that snake and ran out of PetSmart. I
Question 2.
never. in
Do
my
we
life.
need to do a special Wednesday edition of Brooke's Buddies today?
No, Brooke doesn't do snakes. I'm sorry if you have a pet snake. I'm sure it's wonderful. I can't.
I can relate to this story. My mom was dumb enough to buy me a snake when I was in the 7th grade.
Why would you buy your kid a snake?
I wanted it. I don't even know why. I think it was because Alice Cooper had one. I thought, wow, that's really cool. My mom got me one for my 7th grade birthday, and it got loose in the house and ended up under her bed. And that was the end of the snake. We had to return it.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
did she return it or did she just leave it in the store?
Back then, there was a lifetime return policy. Those people saw money when they saw that snake walking in the door.
Listen, I want to know if there's people in the K-Nikes family with similar kind of pet return stories. We had one with my son and his pet and his. I'll tell that story in just a minute. If you've got a story to share, we'll make it a confession session. What'd you do when you realized your pet wasn't a good enough pet for your family? And how did you take care of that? Our number is 833-577-KNIX. What is the official policy? Do we have a return policy here for if you won, let's say, a koozie?
No, keep it.
Is there a time limit? No.
not taking
Yeah.
Okay. I am sorry.
Oh.
Gosh. I wonder if I have it.
It's like we got a first class seat up on Ozzy's train.
That's what I'm thinking. It's Guide Dog Day. Okay.
Burmese python.
Hi, Denise.
Hello.
What happened with your pet?
So when we first moved to Phoenix, we were given a little turtle the size of a quarter by my brother-in-law.
Yep.
And as this turtle grew bigger and needed more equipment, he ended up being a snapping turtle, and I had 4 very small children. So we took Buzz to the zoo, put an X on his shell with a red nail polish, and let him go in the pond. We watched Buzz. We went back every day for about a week and watched him just drift away into the pond at the Phoenix Zoo.
At the Phoenix Zoo. And by the way, this is the counter story to my story because the Phoenix Zoo a couple of years ago had to put out a public statement saying, please don't drop your turtles off here. And also, I guess there were so many, abandoned turtles at the zoo, that little pond, you walk over the bridge.
Right across from Papago Park.
Yeah, they were eating each other and it was invasive species and all that stuff. So they're asking people not to do that. That's why we went to Encanto Park. But that's pretty cool. You marked it with a big red X so you could see your turtle.
We did, and we saw him probably for about a week straight because we had passes, and then we saw him once, I think, after about a month, and then we never saw him again.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for
I
calling.
just told my kids the nail polish wore off.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's bound to. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Turtle soup.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Denise. I mean, it's not cruel if like a goldfish dies, you flush it down the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what do you do with a live pet? My gosh, my daughter Emily went to a wedding, and it was somewhere kind of rural on the outskirts of town in the desert. And so they built this, ranch barn or whatever that was suitable for weddings in the Instagram era. But there was another barn that, as they were setting up, some of the guests were like, what's in there? This couple has a business where they train dogs to deal with snakes. And so in this one area, they had a wall with dozens of rattlesnakes, and they worked with dogs to be able to detect snakes and what would happen if unfortunately they got bit. It was a most bizarre thing, but she said it was a really cool business that they had. Snake dog.
Wow.
Which, by the way, that's my new call sign if
Snake dog.
if I get called up to fly the F-14 when Top Gun comes out.
Snake dog. Yes, it just my niece had a snake.
Back Silvis, Brooke.
Famous friends, Chris Young, Kane Brown, 1025 KNIX. We're Tim Binnenbrook, and we're talking about snakes.
Snakes and pets, and what do you do when you want to get rid of one? I mean, if your goldfish dies, I don't think it's inhumane to flush it down the toilet, right?
Well, if he's already dead.
Yeah, right. He can go find Nemo in the afterlife. But this is a pet. Like, I've got a couple stories. Pet that's still alive, but you don't want with your family anymore, and how to get rid of it. That's what we're doing with a Tim Binnenbrook confession session next here at 1025 KNIX and the iHeart Radio app. Shortened song, shortened intro.
Taco. Yeah. Happens a lot.
Wow.
I told these guys the story of my niece who was in college, and she lived in a sorority house, and she had a python, and it was a big one, and the thing got loose in the sorority house.
Oh dear. This sounds like a movie.
My niece got in so much trouble. Can you imagine? Daddy, there's a
What was the name of the
snake in
snake,
our
Ben?
house." My niece's snake?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it had a funny name.
No.
Okay.
Maybe it did. I don't
Aisha.
remember.
Here we go. Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning.
What's up with you?
So, about returning your pets. This was years ago. I had bought some hamsters at PetSmart. And cutest little things, so excited, took them home. Everything was fine. And then my hamsters ended up having babies.
Oh, no.
And then they started eating their babies.
Oh, God.
And I freaked
What?
out.
Yep. My sister got a hamster. Same thing happened.
Why do they do that?
They're delicious.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
Why would you
Ugh.
eat your?
I didn't understand it.
Wow.
Oh, I don't like hamsters anymore.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And the babies, they look so weird. They're like see-through.
Oh,
And they
Ew.
just started
yeah.
stuffing them in their mouths. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I had no idea. I was like freaking out. So I called PetSmart. I'm like, they're eating their babies. What do I, can I bring them back? I can't handle this. So he said, yeah. So I took them back down and I left them there at PetSmart.
What? I'm horrified.
Thank you for calling, Aisha. That's a great story and a timely one too. With Mother's Day coming up, maybe your mom wants a hamster.
Just when you thought you had a bad mom, you know.
Serve yourself up
Really?
on a silver platter.
Someone call Katy Perry.
Okay. Confession bed? Katy Perry. Brooke witnessed somebody bringing a snake back to PetSmart. They didn't want her to return it, but she left it there. So when I was a kid in, I don't know, some year in grade school, we raised, a chicken from an egg till it hatched. And then some of us got to take those chickens home, including me. I got to take home what became known as Speedy Gonzales, my rooster, because he was super fast, right?
Okay.
And then one day we decided he needed to go somewhere else and be happier. So we took him to the Phoenix Zoo thinking he was going to be in the petting zoo. That's what I thought. I dropped him off. Goodbye. I'll come back and see you maybe once a week. Phoenix Zoo, petting zoo. My brothers told me they fed him to a lion. So
What?
Speedy Gonzales, wherever you are, man.
You
Love
could
you.
just,
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
what, did they not
Felt
have,
like Sophie's Choice.
It's a circle of life.
that's terrible.
Speedy Gonzales. Then my son Daniel had turtles, little turtles, that when he went to college, that turtle thing came back to live with us. And we're like, okay, he finally got an apartment, moved in. And we're like, come get your turtles, son. He just wouldn't. He never did. And so we gave him a deadline. He didn't. We took him to Encanto Park and dropped him off. And then I'm sure you're not supposed to do that. But as we're walking out, we saw like a couple of geese there at Encanto Park. Like, oh my God, those geese look like they are well fed.
Oh no, poor turtle.
I know. But what do you do? Let's see. This is Denise. Good morning.
So when we first moved to Phoenix, we were given a little turtle the size of a quarter by my brother-in-law.
Yep.
And as this turtle grew bigger and needed more equipment, he ended up being a snapping turtle, and I had 4 very small children. So we took Buzz to the zoo, put an X on his shell with a red nail polish, and let him go in the pond. We watched Buzz. We went back every day for about a week and watched him just drift away into the pond at the Phoenix Zoo.
At the Phoenix Zoo. And by the way, this is the counter story to my story, because the Phoenix Zoo a couple of years ago had to put out a public statement saying, please don't drop your turtles off here. And also, I guess there were so many, abandoned turtles at the zoo, that little pond, you walk over the bridge.
Right across from Papago Park.
Yeah, they were eating each other, and it was invasive species and all that stuff. So they're asking people not to do that. That's why we went to Encanto Park. But that's pretty cool. You marked it with a big red X so you could see your turtle.
We did, and we saw him probably for about a week straight because we had passes, and then we saw him once, I think, after about a month, and then we never saw him again.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for calling.
I just told my kids the nail polish wore off.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's bound to. Yeah. All right. Thank you for calling. We got more people hanging out with their what to do with your pet when it can't live with you anymore stories. Tim Binnenbrook, 102.5 KNIX.
KNIX Wreck Check from your Valley Toyota dealers.
Freeway issues starting with I-10 eastbound Broadway curve, right side of the roadway.
So, about returning your pets. This was years ago. I had bought some hamsters at PetSmart.
God, hamsters. Oof. Oof. Woof.
Brian, my husband's mom, not a dog person, doesn't like animals. She's like, a neat freak, and they wanted a pet. So when they were kids, and they agreed upon a hamster. And I was like, well, whatever happened to your hamster? And he's like, the hamster ran away. I'm like, okay. Pretty sure it didn't run away.
Uh-huh.
I was, I don't know, in my neighborhood, and there was a woman who lived 4 or 5 houses away, and she comes walking past, and I'm like, "Hey, Ellen, what's going on?" She says, "Oh, we had a night, our daughter, who's probably 7 or 8, oh god, her hamster died last night." I go, "Oh gosh. Did you run off to the store and get her a new one?" And then I looked at this woman, and she was, like, bereft, and she eyes were puffy and red, and she started to cry again, like, "No, we didn't just go buy a new one." Like, this was like losing a family member. Okay. I felt so bad, like, "Oh, I'm
Sorry.
really sorry about your loss then." I'm laughing.
What an a-hole.
Have you ever known anybody who's had a ferret? My roommate in college had a ferret, and it was they are the worst pets
Yeah.
on the planet. They bite and they stink.
Yeah. I meant to set up your story, Brooke, by saying that you were at PetSmart buying ferret food for Brian's ferret. Jamie's in Phoenix? Okay. All right. Jamie, what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
I have a rabbit story for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let me tell it again. Okay. So we had some pet rabbits, a couple of them, and then my sister came in one day. I was sitting with my mom in the office. She pulls a rabbit pelt on a dustpan. She throws it down on the desk, and she's like, "Dad killed the rabbits, and I'm sure we're going to have to eat them." And my mom looked at her and said, "Honey, you ate those rabbits 2 weeks ago."
Oh my God.
It was terrible. And my mom said the look on my face, she's like, "It's very hard to throw up something you ate 2 weeks ago."
Wow.
It was pretty bad.
Poor Thumper.
But then my dad was like, "Well, now you know what's going to happen if you don't feed the cat." So we started behaving better.
That's just outstanding parenting. That is great. Thank you, Jamie.
Oh, it's pretty sure. Okay.
Bye. This stew is delicious. What is it? It's called Hassenpfeffer. I love it. Yeah, maybe your mom.
I listen here at PetSmart.
What?
I felt so bad.
Thank you for calling, Aisha. That's a great story, and a timely one too. With Mother's Day coming up, maybe your mom wants a hamster.
Just when you thought you had a bad mom, you know.
Serve yourself up
Really?
on a silver platter.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Jamie, what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
I have a rabbit. Okay. So we had some pet rabbits, a couple of. So we had some pet rabbits, a couple of them, and then my sister came in one day. I was sitting with my mom in the office. She pulls a rabbit pelt on a dustpan. She throws it down on the desk, and she's like, "Dad killed the rabbits, and I'm sure we're going to have to eat them." And my mom looked at her and said, "Honey, you ate those rabbits 2 weeks ago." So we had some pet rabbits, a couple of them, and then my sister came in one day. My sister came in one day. I was sitting with my mom in the office. She pulls a rabbit pelt on a dustpan. She throws it down on the desk, and she's like, my sister came in one day, and she's like, "Dad killed the rabbits, and I'm sure we're going to have to eat them." And my mom looked at her and said, "Honey, you ate those rabbits 2 weeks ago."
Oh my God.
It was terrible. And my mom said the look on my face.
You ate those rabbits 2 weeks ago.
It was terrible. And my mom said the look on my face. She's like, it's very hard to throw up something you ate 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
That's what she said. It was pretty bad.
Poor Thumper.
But then my dad was like, well, now you know what's going to happen if you don't feed the cat. So we started behaving better.
That's just outstanding parenting. That is great. Thank you, Jamie.
Oh, I was just pretty sure. Okay.
Bye. This stew is delicious. What is it? It's called Hassenpfeffer. I love it. Wow. Wowie.
I had bought some hamsters at PetSmart.
Wow, this took kind of a different turn, huh? I don't think we were we were going for cannibalism, if that's what it is when animals eat each other. But darned entertaining.
Well, I just Googled it.
What?
Why hamsters eat their
Okay.
young. And
A lot of animals do, right?
Gerbils do. That's what my sister had. Gerbils.
those types, yeah. I mean, not like dogs.
Why
but
do they do it?
because they feel stressed out and the stress gets to them and they eat their young.
Huh. Do they sense that some of them aren't going to make it, maybe?
It didn't say that. It also said, though, they go by smell, and if like humans are touching them, that they may not recognize them. And
Yeah,
also,
that's right. That's right.
if you're not giving them enough food, but mostly it's they become overwhelmed and
Well, that's why because we went out, we played with the little baby gerbils. We'd pick them up and that smelled us.
Was
killed
Taco a gerbil?
Guinea pig.
Guinea pig. You took home to your son and it just wasn't working out, so we gave it away on the air.
To a sweet lady.
Oh, Tim.
And I wonder how Taco's doing.
Maybe we could get a Taco Tuesday update. Why do we do the 12th caller?
That's a great question. I saw that, and I think I have an answer.
Okay.
Which I will give coming up next hour. Okay.
Well, next hour we won't be on the stream, so that teases.
Okay. I'll tell you now.
Okay.
Here at KNIX, anyway, we have 4 basically contest lines, studio lines that if you call, so it allows us, to go through an entire bank of calls 3 times, with the last one being the winner. It sort of gives a fair chance of people who maybe, hey, I know it, whatever. Let's say 10 after we're going to give away a prize. They start calling at 5 after, and it rings and rings and rings. So that I think it gives a little more of a fair chance for everybody calling in the moment we say to call in. Make sense?
It does make sense.
Now, I don't know that. I wasn't in the meeting where they said, let's go for the 12th caller. But that is my hypothesis. That's my theory.
Okay. I thought it was like, I don't know, something to do with the numbers, like 102.
Yeah, there's that.
But then
1025.
a lot of stations do caller 10.
Caller 10.
We did caller 15.
There's a station that does something where they go, what number? What number should we do? And the other person on the show says, let's go with caller whatever. And it changes all the time. So I did come up with 10 in a row. Now another 10 in a row. And no talk triple play. I don't brag about it, but maybe that's why I'm in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Confess sesh bed again? Maybe? A little bit? You make that sandwich?
Uh-huh.
A lot of comments this morning. Oh, Alice, yeah.
Alice.
Okay. Well, a lot of you have stories on the stream and on our phones about how to get rid of a pet that's still alive that your family just doesn't want anymore. Aisha's on the phone.
I had bought some hamsters at PetSmart. And cutest little things, so excited, took them home. Everything was fine. And then my hamsters ended up having babies.
Oh, no.
And then they started eating their babies.
Oh, God.
And I freaked out.
Yep. My sister got a hamster. Same thing happened.
Why do they do that?
They're delicious.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
Why would you eat your...
I didn't understand it.
Wow.
Oh, I don't like hamsters anymore.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And the babies, they look so weird. They're like see-through.
Oh,
And they just started
yeah.
stuffing them in their mouths. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I had no idea. I was like freaking out. So I called PetSmart. I'm like, they're eating their babies. What do I, can I bring them back? I can't handle this. So he said, yeah. So I took them back down and I left them there at PetSmart.
What?
So bad.
Thank you for calling, Aisha. That's a great story and a timely one too. With Mother's Day coming up, maybe your mom wants a hamster.
Just when you thought you had a bad mom, you know.
Serve yourself up on a silver platter.
Jamie, what's up?
Hi. So we had some pet rabbits, a couple of them. And then my sister came in one day and she's like, Dad killed the rabbits and I'm sure we're going to have to eat them. And my mom looked at her and said, honey, you ate those rabbits 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God. That's
It was terrible. And my mom said the look on my face, she's like, it's very hard to throw up something you ate 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
That's what she said. It was pretty bad.
Poor Thumper.
But then my dad was like, well, now you know what's going to happen if you don't feed the cat. So we started behaving better.
That's just outstanding parenting. That is great. Thank you, Jamie.
Oh, it was pretty terrible. Okay.
Bye. This stew is delicious. What is it? It's called Hassenpfeffer. I love it. Great stories. Thank you all so much.
Firewood crackle in the fall air.
Jeez. Dad's gonna kill the rabbits and feed it to us. You ate those rabbits 2 weeks ago. Okay. That's another confession session. What did you not know you were eating? Thank you. I'm like, maybe I should start a YouTube channel. Just like Dr. Pimple Popper, except it won't be as gross. It'll just be me editing audio files. Gina says, having teenagers will make you realize, well, some species eat their young. Just saying.
I mean, both stressed me out, but I did not. That wasn't an option, you know?
Have you ever had newborn baby hamster fajitas? They're delicious. Just saying. All right, you guys, don't eat your children today. That's our word from Tim, Ben, and Brooke. We'll see you back here bright and early